living with chronic pancreatitis is not pleasant. Not pleasant for me or anybody that has this nasty disease. It is, well, the definition of pancreatitis is the inflammation of the pancreas. Chronic pancreatitis is the condition of the irreversible damage of the pancreas, which means my pancreas is crystallized and no longer works. So take several different medications, including marijuana, medical marijuana. So if you guys want to make fun of me for smoking pot and call me a piehead or something, that's okay, because I smoke to help relieve some nausea and pain. So, and face it, you get high, you get the munchies, and getting me to eat anything is getting hard now these days. Because as soon as you eat something, it causes your pancreas that wants it to secrete this enzyme that it can't secrete, so it causes a lot of pain. Your pancreas serves two functions. It controls and regulates blood sugar, which I'm a diabetic. The other function is it creates an enzyme in your stomach to help digest food, and it also has something to do with your in your intestines. Makes you shit, makes you take poop. Some of the symptoms is pain, chronic pain, nausea, fatigue, generally just feeling not well, like if you were to have like a body flu or something, maybe. I have a over or underactive thyroid gland, probably due to the amount of x-rays that was given to me in a short amount of time. So my thyroid gland had quit working. As you can tell, my neck is swollen. Feels like I have thousands of needles in my neck all the time. Take medication for that. But the main one is chronic pancreatitis. This shit's basically got me debilitated. I can't hold a job because of it. Can't function because of it. Affects my mood and the way I feel. Chronic pancreatitis is associated with depression because of the amount of pain. Only half will live within the first 7 to 10 years of the diagnosis. After that, you have a 50 or 80% chance of living somewhat of a normal life. But chronic pancreatitis is an irreversible condition where the pancreas dies and the pancreas becomes crystallized and no longer functions. It's usually in stages. The first stage is the bout of the pain and throwing up and diarrhea, constant diarrhea, several hospitalizations. Longest I was in there was 7 nights and 6 days. Basically, they just give you IV and morphine and let you either die or live. Because at that point in the game, when you're laying there on the cot in the hospital, you just wish you was dead. The pain got me so bad to where it basically almost put me in a coma. I was conscious, but I couldn't I couldn't move. Seems like I vaguely remember one of the nurses coming in and poking my foot with like a needle or something, and I couldn't respond to it. I could hear her, and I could hear them calling my name, but I couldn't move. And I remember I couldn't open up my eyes because the light was so bright. But I don't know what they did. I know they gave me nitroglycerin for my heart, and they gave me large amounts of Dilaudid. Normal amounts that would probably kill somebody. But I almost didn't survive that. But they come in, and it was like a Wednesday morning, like 5 a.m., and woke me up and told me I needed to take a shower. So I got up, took a shower, and sat up in the bed and turned the TV on, and I started feeling better. And 3 days after that, they let me go home. And it was storming like a son of a bitch. It was like October, and it was storming like a son of a bitch. My mom would come up there before and after work and sit with me. And then I had a lieutenant, I think he was a lieutenant security or lieutenant county officer for the Department of Corrections, and he got into a scuffle, and one of the prisoners broke his jaw. So he come out of his surgery and was all hocked up on morphine, and he was a decent dude. He couldn't say nothing, but he would wave to me and stuff, you know, and his family would come in and different things. And so I had a little bit of company with him, although he couldn't talk. But there was nobody around. I was just laying there. And that's when I decided that it's time to quit drinking. It's time to change a couple things in my lifestyles if I want to make it for another. Well, I hope to live 15 years. It's already been 4, so. But it all depends. Some people kick the bucket. Some people live to be in their 50s. Everything that I've read about chronic pancreatitis estimates that I will probably live somewhere in my 50s. I'm 31 right now. So, I guess I have a little while. But I don't know which is worst. Just dying right then from it, or living out the rest of my life in chronic pain and discomfort, and dealing with the fact that I'm disabled and I can't work, and I have a limited income, and I try to do my best with it. But that's why I like my CB so much, because I don't have to go nowhere. I don't have to do nothing. I can talk to people. I work on them, do all sorts of stuff, you know. That's why I enjoyed that so much. But it's apparent how that is. But I just wanted to let some of the viewers know that, you know, I got chronic pancreatitis, you know, and if you want to make fun of me for smoking pot, you know, go ahead, but just keep in mind that I'm living with chronic pancreatitis, and at some point I may not be around. I don't tell people that shit. Fucking Some of the friends that I had over the years, they're not even friends of mine anymore, but old Marty, he knows. His brother Leon, he knows. Another feller I used to talk to, a real good friend with old City Slicker, old Mark there, he knows. You know, they know my past. They know I partied a lot. And now I gotta live with the consequence of my actions for the rest of my life. So keep it in mind when you think that it's fun, or, you know, getting drunk is fun. Or another good one is I always used to think that drinking made me better, and it doesn't. That's a big misconception. But, so I just want to let everybody know a little bit about my conditions, and that's why I smoked the medical marijuana. So, you know, laugh at me and call the cops, you know, if you want, but like they did the last time, they'll come in and have a little talk with me and show them my credentials, and they'll say thank you and have a nice day. They can't do nothing about me using it. They can't do nothing. Even if I didn't have a card, you know, they want to take a sick man to jail and feed him with a bunch of felony charges, then, you know, I guess I'll just have to go to court. I'm not going to stop just because the law says I can't do it. If somebody believes that it's beneficiary to their condition, then why would they not break the law? So everybody have a good one. Hope everybody continues to watch. And, give me a holler on channel 28 if you want. It's the channel I'll be on. So have a good one. 73s and 8s. Be good, be well. Try to stay sober.